The guitar is not tuned, right? Anyways, that's the reason why we are here. I want to show you how to tune your acoustic guitar. My name is Alfred Cyrilo, and I want to say thank you to returning subscribers. And if you're not subscribed to this channel, just do well to subscribe. There are 4 ways you can tune your acoustic guitar. The first is using a mobile app. All you need is your mobile phone. After downloading your guitar tuner, either from the Google Play Store or the Apple Play Store, all you need to do is to open the app. You can see the app is getting ready. So the app is open. This is the guitar tuner app, but there are a lot of other, guitar tuning app that you can download from the store. As you can see, it can even capture the voice. So after downloading this app, based on the arrangement of your guitar, already you know the name of your acoustic guitar string. Already you know the names of your acoustic guitar strings. The first is the E string. So now when you play the first string, the thinnest string, as you can see here, is showing me that it's low. So I will need to what? Tune it up until it shows the green tick. It means that what? It is tuned. And you are going to do the same thing for all the strings. You can begin from bottom to top, or from top to bottom. So I'm using the guitar, the tuning pegs, to turn it up until it shows the green tick. You hear that sound, it shows that the first string is tuned. You do the same thing for the second, which is the B string. Same thing for the G. Same thing for the D string. You do the same thing for the A string. Then finally, you do the same thing for the thickest string, which is the 6th string. And there you have it. Your guitar is tuned. The second method of tuning your acoustic guitar is simply using an online guitar tuner. And I'm going to show you how to use an online guitar tuner. Just go to Chrome or any browser. Then search online guitar tuner. And the first option in most cases that you see here, just enter that site and you have your online guitar tuner. Just scroll down and turn on guitar tuner. Then you do the same thing as you did in the mobile app. Play the first string, so it shows that it's tuned since it's showing what? Green already. This is what? E4. This is E4. That means if your guitar was not tuned, let's say is distuned, like showing any other alphabet that is not what? The E4. Because the orientation of the guitar string is based on the octave, is that this is E4, this is B3, this is G3, this is D3, this is A2, and then this is E2. That's the arrangement based on what? The octaves. So it's showing what? D4 now. I'll need to tune it to E4. So you do the same thing for all other strings when you are in the online guitar tuner. So this is a bit distuned. I'll need to tune it up. It seems this has a bit of accuracy. Yeah, so you do the same thing for all other strings and your guitar is tuned. The third method of tuning your acoustic guitar is using another string instrument. Say for example, the keyboard. All you need to do is to go to your keyboard and use a higher octave, play the E note, and you would use your ear, listen to how it sounds, and make sure it corresponds to what? The first string, which is the E note. You play the B note on your keyboard, maybe a higher octave, which will be the B3. Make sure that your second string, which is the B string, sounds the same as that particular note. You do the same thing for the G. Play the G3 and then come back to your guitar and make sure it sounds the same as what the G3 or the middle G note on your keyboard. That's the middle portion of your keyboard. I think that's where G3 that's where G3 is located. I think the middle portion of your keyboard. You do the same thing for the D3. Play the D note and make sure that that note that you have played on your keyboard, your guitar should sound the same as what? That note. This is the fourth string, the D. You do the same thing for the A2. Play maybe the lower octave of your A. Since this sounds like a bit lower, you played any lower octave, and then you make sure that your guitar sounds exactly the same as the A2 on your keyboard, or the lower octave on your keyboard. You do the same thing for the E. That's the E2. And you would have tuned your acoustic guitar. The final method of tuning your acoustic guitar is tuning your acoustic guitar by ear. And this happens over time. As you continue to play your acoustic guitar, you get used to the sound by ear, and you know that this is how your E should sound. And that's what I've told you before about perfect pitch, that I personally don't think that perfect pitch is just something that certain people are just gifted with. It just happens that at their early stage of development, they were trained to be able to identify certain keys. So if you were trained as well to be able to just identify the vibrations of each particular note, and tell that this is it, this is it, you would have perfect pitch. It's the same thing with what? Being able to identify that this is yellow, this is blue, this is green. You get it now. So over time, as you know play the acoustic guitar, you'll be able to tell that this is how the E note should sound. And if I know that this is how the E note should sound, I should also know that this second string, if I will play over time, should sound as well. Dun. You see that? I should know that the next one should sound as what? Dun. I should know that it's now low. I'll not be able to make the sound, but I know it by ear how it is. Dun 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 dun. You get it? Over time, I just know how it should sound, and then I'll be able to what? Tune my guitar. I said there are 4 ways, right? But I'm going to add one more for you. Just imagine that now, after tuning your first string, which is E, let's imagine that every other string is distuned. Let me distune every other string. So all the other string, every string is what? Is distuned. This is the E note. I can even distune it. But I know how it sounds. Not necessarily. I've heard the sound. Dun. I think this is it. I might be slightly close. I might be slightly out of tune. But I know that this is what? The E note. Let me check to confirm. Let me check my guitar tuner. To just confirm if I was right. It's taking time to open. Get ready to rock. That's what Guitar Tuner app says. It's tuned. I got it. So now, after you know that first is what? The first is tuned, you can tune the second string to the first. This is music theory. If this is the B note, the 5th fret of that B string is also an E note. So that means the 5th fret of your B string should sound the same as the open first. But since it's distuned, it's not sounding exactly the same way. So I'll need to tune it. Play the open first and place your hand on the 5th fret of the B string and make sure it sounds the same. So I'll make sure that this second string is tuned to the first. You see, they are exactly the same. So it means that the first and the second string is tuned. You do the same thing for the second and the third. The B note on the third string is on the what? 4th fret. So you make sure that the open B sounds the same as what? The 4th fret of the G string. Dun, dun, dun. You see that? So it means that what? the third is tuned. The open G is the same thing as the note on the fifth fret of what? The D string. That's if you don't get what I'm saying, this is what I mean. If this is open D, actually this is open D string, this D sharp, this is what? D sharp, then you have E, that's like the E3, the E, the F, the F sharp, and then the G. So the fifth fret, you make sure that it's tuned to what? The open third string. You see, it's now tuned. So they're sounding the same. You do the same thing. The open G, open D. The open D is the same thing as the note on the fifth fret of the A string. So the A string is now tuned. The open A, which is the fifth string, is the same as the note on the fifth fret of what? The lower E string. E, open, the sixth is what? Is E. The first fret of the sixth string is what? F, F sharp, G, G sharp, and then A. So that's why you make sure they sound the same. Open what? A, and then the note here. And then you tune it to make sure that sixth string sound like what? The open A. The note on the fifth fret of your sixth string sound as the open A. I need to tune it down. So it's tuned. So you see, the guitar is tuned. But since I'm used to like having perfect sound, I know that A is a bit. But anyways, that's how to tune your acoustic guitar. I've covered 4, and I even added one more for you. So I hope you find this particular tutorial helpful. Remember, at first it might seem a bit challenging trying out this first. I made mention of using a mobile app. The second is using an online guitar tuner. The third is using another string instrument. It could even be a wind instrument to tune your guitar. The fourth is tuning by ear, and that happens when you play over time. You just know sounds. And then finally, using the orientation I gave you on your acoustic guitar. So thank you for staying up to this particular point. Once again, if you have not subscribed, do well to subscribe, and I hope that this particular tutorial helps. I would see you in another lesson. Do have a great time. You now know how to tune your guitar, so keep practicing. Yeah, I'm out.